Me too. I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
Me too.
I'm the last merchant till inside the city gate. Get what you need or you'll regret it.
Void Slayer, head on into the city. Lord Kem will help you settle in. What a massacre.
Welcome to Arx. You've picked a fine day for it. Seems the Magisters have been dicing with dark magic. You'd have them to thank if there were any left. Many fled. Those who didn't died or ended...
She looks at you derisively and spits on the ground, close enough to your boot to make her point.
If she is, Lord Kem will want to know. Kem commands the city now. On Lucian's day, you'd better believe it. City's a bit of a mess, it's fair to say, but the worst has passed. We'll have the place cleaned up in no time. We're managing well enough. You just stay out of trouble, and your stay in Arx shall, I'm sure, be peaceful and pleasant. Stay safe. Welcome to Arx.
Not.
Welcome to Arx, stranger. Our apologies for the mess. We'll have it cleaned up directly. Try to be careful where you tread. With the Magisters gone, this'll be the end of the Voidwoken attacks, I hope. When a sorcerer uses Source, the Voidwoken come, so they say. But the Magisters have been dealing in darker magic. The Voidwoken came, bigger and more deadly. But the Magisters are done now. Take care, friend.
Welcome to Arx, and a very happy Lucian's Day to you. Don't let the Voidwoken worry you. We have the situation well in hand. Mostly.
Look, about the Divinity we've chased halfway across the goddamn world, entrusted to one person. I don't think it's a force for good. The gods themselves were corrupt, and even Lucian could fare no better than them. Not to mention his son, Alexander, who the world's better off without. Even if you thought him worth sparing. Driven by fear, he took his father's power and used it to turn innocent sorcerers to silent monks in Fort Joy. And now here we are, like moths to a flame, not understanding that the fire will consume us. You know, when our journey started, I was a man without a purpose. I lost it in the death fog. But now, after everything we've been through together, I see what needs to be done. I say we end Divinity. I say we extinguish the flame and forget about a new divine ascending. No one person should have that power. Rivellon has suffered enough. Let's share the power with everyone. And then, let's all fight the Void together. Well, there's still time, but don't wait too long. Time has a habit of running out.
Hold here, Quercus. I need a moment with our friend. Shield, we are about to enter the belly of the beast. To cross a threshold past which there may be no hope of return. There's every chance the servants of the Great Acorn will skin you alive, frying your bones and boiling your eyes. You could suffer most terrible. I am getting to the point, Quercus. The point is, the path ahead is dangerous. Ah! No. I need to stay on my own. I do not know what lies ahead, but the Great Acorn is almost here. I can feel it in my fur. The forces of evil will throw everything they have against us, but I need more time to finish my research. You have been a good shield, and an excellent friend. Quercus and I both believe you can buy us the time we need. Infuriating as he may be, he has not been wrong yet. Now, it will take more than Quercus's ferocity and my wit if you're going to survive. You need power, and I think I have just the thing. After our last little escapade with your Void Woken, I examined the corpses you left behind. They were imbued with dark power. I believe Quercus believes, and I concur, that this magic can be used for light as well as darkness. Here, try this.
The squirrel lays his hand on you, and a strange feeling ripples through your body. A sense of power. Your mind opens to the possibilities of new magic.
Now, how do you think it feels, Quercus? Of course you do. What greater power could there be than knowledge? Granted, the recipe you know could be a little darker than what it used to. It would harness the power of those that you've defeated. Grim art. But if you need proof that grim arts can lead to marvelous things, you need only look at Quercus. Now you have all the power you need. You were a wonderful shield as we fled, but we are not running anymore. Now you must become the Axe. Go, my friend, and lay waste to the forces of the Acorn. Hack them to pieces, snap their spines, and burn their eyes, and... and Quercus says, good luck.
I heard old Alex died trying to summon a Voidwalker. I blame Alexander for this.
The better days out.
I heard old Alex died trying to summon a Voidwalker.
day.
The bastard burn well. I'll say that for him.
I heard old Alex died trying to summon a Void Walker. This would never have happened under Lucian, at least not to us.
The bastard burn well. I'll say that for him. The bastard burn well. I'll say that for him.
This would never have happened under Lucian, at least not to us.
Poor creatures are better off dead. The bastard burn well. I'll say that for him.
I've had better days out in this city.
I heard that the paladins of the unarmed magicians didn't even let us
Please, you've got to help me. My wife, they want to kill her. She didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to save lives, but no one will listen. You have to help, please. Of being a good person. Please, there's no time. They'll kill her. Go! Anything you need to get off your chest? You can whisper.
In Lucian's holy name, we gather here today to...
You approach, but the paladin's icy blue eyes never move from his prisoner.
You are interrupting a paladin court, stranger.
You can call this a court until the end of days, Kem. It's still a disgrace.
The prisoner will be silent. We are beyond accusations. This once paladin is guilty of refusing orders and protecting supporters of the Black Ring.
They were boys. Local boys that signed up for steady pay in a slick uniform. A couple of white traitors doesn't mean every Magister is in league with the Ring.
At best, you are a coward. At worst, you are a traitor. In either case, the sentence is death.
Without looking once in your direction, Kem hefts his sword.
It is time, Paladin.
Kem, please. Kill me if your damned honor demands it, just not here. Not in front of Marie. Take me to the dungeon.
Justice must be seen. It cannot take place in the shadows. Make your peace, Paladin.
Please, don't do this. Not in front of her.
May her sin be forgiven and her name forgotten. This we pray in Lucian's name. Now, back to your duties. There is much to do.
His wife can drag her away when Ken says so, and not before.
You let them kill her. You... Oh, sweet Lucian.
Arks is still a free city. Last time I
Drag
checked.
her away when Kem says so, and not before. This place isn't free, not anymore.
The wife must have left something.
Ken's orders.
A pale young man gazes at the square, seemingly lost in his thoughts. His face and clothes are daubed in what appears to be red paint. Nearby, a canvas sits upon an easel. He momentarily snaps out of his daze and shoots you an indignant scowl.
It's at times like this that I must paint. The drama, the violence, the sheer emotion of it all. The great schism of the Divine Order and the ruination of Arks. This will be my masterpiece. I usually only display completed works, but, well, this painting's raw power is already plain to see. Here, feast your eyes.
He gestures to the canvas. It's completely covered in the same shade of red, layer after layer. It's sodden, dripping onto the cobbles.
This is art, not some gaudy painting to hang in a boudoir. Red is the only shade that matters. Life and death, true passion from within the artist.
He tugs back the sleeve of his tunic to reveal a blood-soaked cloth bandage around his wrist.
It was my father's technique. He was the finest painter of his generation, and he used his own blood for his masterwork. The final panel of The Sacrifice of Lucian. He was also quite the sorcerer. Magic-infused blood can be used to produce the most vivid effects, if you're skilled enough. Self-preservation is a petty concern. I must put the spiritual above the corporeal. I must finish, for the most part. A copy can be seen at the Great Cathedral here in Arx. I visit frequently for inspiration, but the original panel, the one that my father used his blood to depict Lucian's final sacrifice, was given to Lord Kem a long time ago. He keeps it locked away somewhere in that mansion of his. A masterpiece like that should be on public display for all to see.
You, eyes over here, yeah? I know she's pretty, but me wife's here to work, not a ghoul cat. Now, what'll it be? If you've got some bite in you, then I've got what you need. If you've got some bite in you, then I've got what you need. Got sword and shield over here. Get to it or get moving. It's the busiest day of the year. Now that you're all done,
I see you avoided fighting.
Oh, that stinks.
You didn't get your
Back
hands
in
dirty.
business. Thank the gods for Lord Cam, eh? He sorted out them void woken. Now, what'll it be?
If you've got some fight here, then I've got what you need.
Hear ye, hear ye! Hunters, I've got the wares.
Business must be booming for you, all them broken weapons.
Dead magisters don't tend to buy weapons.
Still, the paladins.
Paladins don't need them either. They took the weapons off the dead magisters.
Hear ye, hear ye! Suspect in Alexander murder found dead in Driftwood.
Last time I checked. Bodies in the streets.
Swarm and
The place isn't free, not anymore.
Brave Doors party on!
The elf stands in front of a cart, displaying various sundries. He warmly motions to you and gives you a broad smile.
Don't fret, my lady, and don't falter. You needn't call to Lucian for succour, for I am here to answer your purchasing prayers on this day of celebration. May the gods watch
Paladins
over.
would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that.
Arx is still a free city, last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
Very funny.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
Not too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
Arx is still a free city, last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
All those broken arrows.
Not too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
Arx is still a free city, last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
What a pile of junk.
It got damaged in the fight. It'll fix up just fine.
You're confident. I'll give you that. Cracking sighted at sea. Several ships missing.
I welcome newcomers and natives alike. We shall trade. We shall talk. I serve all who seek aid, Mark.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
Along the arrow flies free.
Arx is still a free city, last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
There's a potion business going on. Very funny.
Magisters colluded with Black Ring. Paladins clean house.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
Not too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going wrong like that?
Arx is still a free city, last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
Wedding interrupted by void woken. Brave Doors party on.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magistrates. Didn't even let them surrender.
Paladins clean hands!
Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going on like that?
Arks is still a free city.
I
Last
welcome
time I
newcomers
checked.
and natives alike. We shall trade.
There's
We shall
bodies in
talk.
the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
All those broken arrows. You've got your work cut out. Some is still good. What are you looking for? I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
What a pile of junk.
It got damaged in the fighting. It'll fix up just
I heard that the paladins killed
You're
unarmed
confident?
magisters.
I'll give
Didn't
you
even
that.
let them surrender.
I
Too
welcome
loud.
newcomers and
What
natives
do you think
alike.
the paladins
We
would
shall
do to
trade.
us if they heard you going on like that?
Arks is still a free city. Last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets. This place isn't free, not anymore.
Magister's rooted! Lord Kem's
I welcome
paladins
newcomers
back
and
in
natives
charge.
alike. We shall trade. We shall talk.
Get out of here, you dirty mutt.
All those broken arrows. You've got your work cut out. Some is still good.
I welcome newcomers and natives alike.
I'm not picky.
We shall trade.
The arrow
We shall
flies
talk.
straight.
Hear ye! Hear ye!
What a pile of junk.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed
It got damaged in the
magisters.
fighting.
Didn't
It'll
even let
fix
them
up just
surrender.
You're
Too
confident?
loud.
I'll give you
What
that.
do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going on like that?
Arks is still a free city. Last time I checked.
There's bodies in the streets.
Paladins
This place isn't free, not anymore.
Now hurry!
I welcome newcomers and natives alike. We shall trade. We shall talk.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going on like that?
Arks is still a free city. Last time I checked.
Dwarven Royal stands tall!
There's bodies in the
I welcome
streets.
newcomers
This
and
place
natives
isn't
alike.
free, not
We shall
anymore.
trade. We shall talk.
You've got your work cut out. I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
What a pile of junk.
It got damaged in the fighting. It'll fix up just fine.
You're confident? I'll give you that.
Dwarven wedding interrupted by
I serve all who seek.
I heard that the paladins killed unarmed magisters. Didn't even let them surrender.
Too loud. What do you think the paladins would do to us if they heard you going on like that?
Arks is still a free city. Last time I checked.
You're either the hunter or the hunted, my friend. Either way, I'll get you situated. May the land sustain you and the wild game feed you, friend.
Roll up, don't be shy.
Nature provides. Needing a new bow, Shorty? You a hunter? I've got just the thing.
Nature provides.
All those broken arrows.
As a
You've got
potion
your work
business
cut
going.
out.
Summer's still good. What you looking for?
Very funny.
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
Nature provides.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need. Sturdy bows and sharp arrows, here for the choosing. Back to refill your quiver, are you? You a hunter?
Look, by all means, but do not touch the merchandise. Human skin's impure oils may taint even the least delicate of my herbs and tinctures. Do return, should you find it necessary.
All those broken arrows. You've got your work cut out.
Summer's still good. What you looking for?
I'm not picky, so long as the arrow flies straight.
Hunters, I've got the wares you need.
A spillage all over the floor. The man glowers from under his hood. You can't see his eyes, but you know they are trained on you.
You are equipped well enough for a barroom brawl, my friend, but if you strike from the shadows as effectively as you strike in the light, you may find my supplies invaluable. Is there more on your mind? Come here, stranger. We need more than wits on these wild streets.
head to the sewers. Those fancy dwarves down there are gorging on the good stuff.
Voidwoken. I'm always the Voidwoken. But I don't want to be the Voidwoken. I'm
For the safety
always
of
the
Riverland,
Voidwoken.
report all sorcerers to the nearest Magister.
Leave me alone, I'm busy.
Looks like it's heading to the river.
My big brother said a voidling will come and eat my shoes if I don't do his chores. I don't want a voidling to eat my shoes.
Our parents will be busy praying all day. We can... Don't you fight me, Damien. I'm Lucian and
Don't
I'll
you
kill
fight me,
you.
Damien. I'm Lucian and I'll kill you.
Show that you deserve it.
Gods, those flames! And Voidwoken, here in our sanctuary. Our sanctuary! The ancient Empire Consulate. We were swarmed by Voidwoken, and everything just caught fire. We couldn't quench it. What if someone is still there, and those monsters, my gods! You'd go in there? Zol Stissa, bless you. Please, save what you can. Who you...
You have the trust of Lord Arhu. Show that you deserve it. Lucian's blessings to you, stranger. I'm Sister Avony, the head priestess of the cathedral. Of course, the Lady Alice has been to the cathedral before, but I confess it's been a while since I've seen her. Most matters, not all. Lord Ahu is the keeper of the cathedral. Only he can approach the remains of Lucian the Divine. I tend to the more typical matters of the cathedral, guiding those who visit us in their worship, and organising the feeding and housing of our brothers and sisters, Lord Ahu included. Oh, the Lord Protector must not be disturbed on a day this holy. But if you come by the cathedral later, you may attain his sacred benediction. You have the trust of Lord Ahu. Show that you deserve it.
Marvellous
You have the trust of Lord Ahu. Show that you deserve it.
Greetings, stranger. May the dawn greet you warmly, and the twilight guide you to peace. I've little for sale beyond the very history of the elven people. I sell not just goods, but memories.
Welcome to Arks, stranger. Care to see a trick?
The merchant snaps his fingers, and a small flame emerges from his forefinger. He blows it out as he would a candle, and smoke wafts forth.
Well, it's not a very dramatic stunt, but kids like it, and doesn't freak out their parents. But I presume you're after something a little more sensational, no? Unhappy? Yes. They've been scattered by fog and wind to every corner of the world, and like most elves, these ones wait for something, someone. I suspect they pray for a salvation that may or may not arrive. As for me...
He waves his palm through the air. A trail of multicoloured smoke trails behind it to form a hazy rainbow. He then blows into the rainbow, and it dissipates into a dozen formless wisps.
I create my own happiness. Find everything you wanted?
Academics and intellectuals only.
My stuff will get you started, at least. Merchant Roz and his pals, their stock's exceptional. You might want to check his place out once that wedding's over and done.
The elf raises her head and peers down her nose at you.
This is a place for scholarly pursuits. You do not look the scholarly sort. You carry enough weapons and sundries to burden an over-muscled ox. And like most armored humans in Arks, your pursuits are not likely intellectual. Hardly. I cry for peace, they yearn for war. They stray from civilized thought, ignore the lessons and memories of the fallen. Strife does not unite us, it scatters us. I tell them, yet they do not hear.
She nods silently.
Anything magical? You've got a special something, dwarf? Looking for a bit of magic in your life?
Ancient knowledge, yours to command.
The Royal Guard's eyes widen as you approach, beast in tow. His calloused fingers reach towards the wolf insignia adorning his uniform.
Marcus. Marcus Miles.
Beast remains silent, though his clenched jaw reveals his resentment. He moves his hand towards his weapon.
Calm yourself, Marcus. You don't know me, but I know you. The rebellion lives. You're lucky to have found an ally here. You won't find many in this house, and certainly not among the Queen's regiment. That Isabel hasn't found me out is a minor miracle.
Justinia. Is she inside then?
I'm told Justinia came to express her best wishes to the bride and her father. Whether the Queen's still inside after all the commotion, I can't say. It seems the Void sent some uninvited guests. And I imagine Ross found Justinia a suitable hiding place.
The guard leans closer to Beast, his voice tight.
The rebellion is in danger. You are in danger. Do not reveal yourself here, Marcus. The guards won't know you unless you announce yourself. Your rebels braved the hinterlands, they braved the wave dancer, and now they brave a poisoned court. They need you alive.
He nods to the door, then takes the rigid stance of a proper Royal Guardsman.
Don't they know who I am? They kicked me out. Don't they know who I am? The arrow flies straight.
The well-dressed dwarf woman lies on the cobbles, giggling drunkenly to herself.
I wish I was bloody homeless. Then I'd be home already. No, I was at a wedding. Beggars kicked me out. Said I was causing a scene. The usual fuss. The groom's a local alchemist, marrying the daughter of some big-shot merchant. They'd hardly kick out their own flesh and blood, would they? I barely know any of them. Friends of business acquaintances. Eh? No. Why would I do that? Fine, fine. Take the bloody thing. Now, off with you. I can feel a void walking of a headache coming along.
Order of society, the magisters say. Not much bloody order in this
Still
place.
can't believe the magisters were in cahoots with the Black Ring. Still, at least there's one less villain, thanks to Lord Kem. But with the Reds slain and the Whites ousted, maybe now we can restore the Divine Order to its former glory. It might be if you quit preoccupying me. If Kem says we'll find something, then we'll find something, and that's that.
The White must have surely taken it.
If there's anything important here, the Whites must have surely taken it.
The spirit of a half-dressed magister stands before you, fumbling to draw his phantom blade from its sheath. The spirit manages to draw his sword and utter a challenge, though not one aimed at you.
Alarm! Sound the alarm! There's paladins attacking! Where are the Whites?
He starts to swipe and jab his sword at an unseen opponent.
The Whites must have surely taken
The rat skitters around your ankles in excitement.
You, help me, mistress, please. These blue-cloaked beasts are keeping her locked in a cage underground. Please, Harry, she'll be grateful. They're holding mistress in the prison downstairs, asking her questions. She's locked in a cage of metal bars, but of magic as well. Go below, see for yourself. She's a kind and wise mistress, but she needs help.
The spirit of a magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers in arms, and my sworn magister comrades murdered by them! The paladins just showed up, no notice, ready for a scrap. They claimed we were traitors and were plotting with the Black Ring. Lunatics, a lot of them. How would I know? She and those whites she surrounds herself with don't announce their plans like town criers. You can be sure of one thing, though. The paladins will never catch her scent. Are you mad? They're our sworn enemies. Whatever evidence the paladins think they have is false, and I hope my brethren make them choke on it. I got Brant out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue bloods. The Void's welcome to the lot of them. Who knows? Fled, probably. One of them ordered that we fight to the last man and set this place alight, rather than let the paladins take it.
The spirit glances around again.
So much for that.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
You're no paladin, but why should I tell you? Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? There's a spot around the back, at the bottom of an embankment, where a culvert drains into the river. I lowered him down there, where the paladins likely wouldn't see him. He was bleeding like a stuck pig, though. I don't know if he made it.
What's this? I found something. Daylight. There must be an opening nearby.
The spirit continues to stand by and scowl at the ransacked barracks.
Out the rear door there. Then look over the edge by the waterside. There's a little patch of land next to where the sewer's draining.
The spirit of a Magister stands before you. He has one hand pressed to his abdomen. Silvery spectral blood oozes from between his fingers.
It shouldn't hurt anymore, but it does. I swear it does. Tell me, have you seen a Magister named Wainslow? Stout fella, a little loud. He helped me escape when the Paladins attacked. I'd hate to think any harm came to him. Dead? Damn it! Damn it to the void! Wainslow deserved better than that. I don't rightly know. The Paladins came, intent on ransacking the barracks. The fighting started so quickly. Before I knew it, I was wounded, and Wainslow was hauling me away. He said he'd come back soon, and we could escape into the sewers. But that was the last I saw of him. Wainslow and I came across it while we were looking into some inmates who went missing from the prison. I doubt anyone will figure out what happened to them now. I don't think the Paladins care about that kind of thing.
The spirit continues to stand by and scowl at the ransacked barracks.
Damn it! That cheapskate owed me gold! Oh, Brent.
The spirit...
How would I know? She...
This fire was set on purpose.
Engraved on the plaque are the words, "Discipline of Body."
If there was anything important here, the Whites must have surely taken it.
The Magisters didn't want anyone looking around.
They aren't
there.
looking at the right spot. They'll never find what they want.
Careful! I've spotted a trap.
What's this then? The Paladins resorting to bringing in outsiders to try and decipher my work.
He sneers at you. His spectral form bears impressions of severe burn injuries.
No matter. You'll fail just like them. I was the High Cryptographer for the entire Magister Order. Do you think I rose to that position by spilling the secrets of my trade to the first who asked? No. Coded letters, passwords, security measures, all my creation. Now that I'm dead, you'll never decipher any of it. My work will outlive you all. My task was to protect secrets, not to interpret them. But let me say this. The notion that we would have anything to do with the Black Ring is absurd. Patently absurd.
The spirit's smug demeanor gives way to an angry scowl.
Desperate measures made necessary by the treacherous actions of our so-called allies. My encryption guards the most important secrets. My very life's work was to hide key intelligence from the light of both sun and source. What I know and what I have seen shall remain in shadow.
The plaque reads, "To Order of Society.